You can be sitting still, doing almost nothing, and still feel mentally exhausted, not stressed, not overwhelmed emotionally, just drained. And that feeling isn't random. Neuroscience suggests something unsettling. Modern environments quietly consume your mental energy, even when you are not actively thinking. For a long time, we believed mental fatigue came mainly from tasks. Studying too long, working too much, solving complex problems. But researchers started asking a different question. What if the environment itself is doing the work on your brain? Cities are dense, visually complex, noisy, socially demanding, artificial. Your brain didn't evolve for that. In cognitive science, attention is not unlimited. It's a biological resource. Every time you filter noise, ignore movement, suppress distractions, or monitor social cues, you use directed attention. The same system you use to focus, plan, and reason. And once that system is fatigued, everything feels harder. Environmental psychologists call this attention restoration theory. The idea is simple. Some environments constantly demand top-down control, while others allow attention to rest. Urban environments are full of signals that compete for priority. Traffic, advertisements, screens, crowds, unpredictable movement. Your brain must continuously decide, is this important? Should I ignore that? Is this a threat? Do I need to respond? Even when you're just walking, natural environments behave very differently. They contain patterns that are complex but not demanding. Trees, water, clouds, waves. They trigger what researchers call soft fascination. Attention is gently engaged, without effort or decision-making. This distinction isn't philosophical. It shows up in the brain. In one EEG study published in the Journal of Environmental Psychology, participants viewed images of natural landscapes and urban scenes while their brain activity was recorded. The results were striking. Urban scenes triggered brain patterns associated with higher cognitive load, more active processing, more attentional engagement. Natural scenes increased alpha brainwaves, which are linked to reduced sensory effort and mental relaxation. The brain was literally working less, and participants didn't have to do anything. They were just looking. What's important here is timing. These differences appeared very early in perception, before conscious evaluation. Your brain reacts to environments automatically. Other neuroimaging studies show a similar pattern. Urban imagery activates networks involved in effort, arousal, and emotional processing more strongly than natural imagery. When people are asked how these scenes feel, urban environments are consistently rated as more stressful, more demanding, and more mentally taxing. But this isn't just about feeling, it affects performance. In controlled experiments, participants first perform a mentally depleting task. Then they are exposed to either natural scenes or urban scenes for a few minutes. After that, their working memory is tested. Again and again, nature restores performance. Urban environments do not. Working memory improves after exposure to natural scenery. Urban stimuli fail to produce the same recovery. This matters because working memory is the core of thinking, planning, decision-making, self-control. If that system doesn't recover, everything downstream suffers. And this is where city life becomes especially relevant. Neuroscience studies on urban living show that people who live in cities display heightened activity in stress-related brain regions during social stress. The amygdala, involved in threat detection. The anterior cingulate cortex, involved in stress regulation. Importantly, these differences appear only under stress, not during neutral tasks, which suggests something subtle. Urban environments may not constantly exhaust you, but they tune your brain toward greater reactivity. Over time, that means more effort for the same cognitive demands, more vigilance, less recovery. Even classrooms show this effect. In studies on visual clutter, children perform worse on attention and memory tasks in environments overloaded with visual stimuli. The brain pays a price for constant stimulation. Now we need to be careful that most of these studies are short-term. Many use images instead of real-world immersion. Sample sizes are limited. Science is not saying cities are bad, or that nature is a cure-all. What it is saying is more precise. Modern environments are cognitively expensive. They demand more from attention systems and stress regulation networks, often without us noticing. And if recovery doesn't happen, mental fatigue accumulates. So if modern life feels mentally heavy, the question may not be motivation. It may be ecology. If attention is a finite biological resource, what happens when entire environments are designed to constantly consume it? If you're interested in understanding what science is discovering about the human mind, beyond cliches and productivity myths, you can subscribe. This video is part of a series exploring why modern life feels mentally heavy. In the next episode, we'll explore what actually restores the nervous system, and why doing nothing is often not enough.